This is the giant tomato plant. Wanted to make a video to kind of remember it. The pictures don't really do it justice. Thing is ginormous. Started in a little tiny pot, just like this one here. I had the top of it off. Let's see. One of these net cups in it. I think I have pictures of that. But it's a hydroponic tomato. Right now it's in a 5-gallon bucket. Been growing most of the season. I actually started late because I hadn't done much of the garden stuff. That's like a little float valve I made for this reservoir here. This is an air tube coming from that little air pump back there. It started as a crack key hydroponic, but I don't think it had enough oxygen in one of these containers without an air pump. So I had to buy a little air pump, and I actually raised the water level almost to the top of the roots. Let's see. But it's not all the way on covering the roots. So I guess it's a mix between deep water culture and crack key method. After I put it in the bucket, I had to fiddle with the pH. I was using Miracle Grow tomato food as my hydroponic nutrients, which worked for a while. It was a little slow going up to about this point is when I was using the Miracle Grow. I had lots of interesting training and pruning. Normally I would have probably pruned off all these dead and extra stuff down here just to make it look better, but they're still green and they're still getting sun. So I think they're a source, not a sink. Did lots and lots of training with this garden tape. It's like stretchy. And I had to hang up a cage from the clothesline using like twist ties. And then it right about here is when I stopped training it, because it had started growing really well and it was already pretty tall and I didn't feel like messing with it anymore. So then it had the pH right, the EC right, and it just took off. It got gigantic. I had to add more support a few weeks ago. I put like a chain link fence gate kinda on top of the clothesline here. I'd also been pruning off most of the suckers. I missed a few, like this one and this giant one and this one. And this one here kind of just regrew. But took a lot of training. I'd also been pruning off all the flowers and tomatoes too, just to keep it in veg basically. Once it hits like this point, I let it do whatever. There's lots of tomatoes on it right now, but they probably won't ripen before the first frost. This is its competitor. It was a race to see who got to the top of the clothesline first. And those are carrots planted way too close together. And these are the tomatoes I actually was eating. And strawberries. And some more tomatoes. And a little doggy.